Hey there, lovely people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. I am facing this angle once again today because I look totally, like not devastated. I am like literally very tired. Like end of the day, I keep myself so busy the whole day. So end of the day, finishing the workout, all the stuff. And then, having dinner as an activity that tires me a lot because I have to do all the dishes and everything by myself. So it's a lot of work being alone at home. So that's not the important thing. Important thing is today we're going to be doing a list of 10 fragrances which are classy. Okay, you can say some of the classiest fragrances ever, but this is not the ultimate one because there are certain fragrances I'm not going to feature here which are the best. Okay, and very particularly today, like yesterday, something happened with one of the posts by one of our brothers. I think he posted his vintage Chanel's Platinum Egoist. I used to own that perfume, the old batch, new batch, and I kind of finished and sold off one of my partials, and I miss it so bad. That fragrance is one of the classiest fragrances ever from Chanel, and overall, like ever, one of the first few fragrances I bought in my journey. So that reminded me, let's do this list. Okay, so I am enjoying today. Yesterday I got this new, this is my fifth. I finished up previously some of the other ones. The Tugboat is my favorite. This is, I think, called Strawberry Kiwi. It's one of the vapes that I like. These are disposable, and I got recently this one. This one I was eyeing for a long time. This is called Double Apple Shisha. I am not going to be able to smoke it here, so I'm just going to smoke from background, and I'm going to do this video. So yeah, a few more things to do after this, then we'll upload and I'll go to sleep. So here we go. So Chanel. Let's start with Chanel. These two perfumes I am not featuring in my list because they are almost finished. I just keep them just to sniff once in a while, but in my journey these two are some of the classiest Chanels ever, and these are fragrance I'll never repurchase because they are insanely expensive now. So I'm showing both of them together as honorable mentions. One is called Chanel Allure, the original Allure, and then Edition Blanche, the EDP. These two bottles, no, this one, the Allure, I bought from Bangladesh. I think it's fair to say 10-12 mil, and Edition Blanche, the EDP, the cap has taken a beating for the last 9 years. You can see it's kind of melts. Sometimes these caps, they melt. Yeah, but the Allure, original Allure, this is a metal cap, so nothing happens. So these two, let me keep them here and talk about them a little bit. I'm going to take my sweet time, okay? I'm not going to rush. So these two are here for a reason. Not Bleu de Chanel, not Eau Extreme, not the Allure Sport, those, whatever, the remaining ones out there. Chanel's Platinum Egoist, if I had it, I'll show you. These three are the top classiest from Chanel, class of Chanel, and I really miss them releasing good stuff. I think they just sort of like terminated themselves, like they don't produce anything in the designer side anymore, apart from the Bleu de Chanel, which is asking for 300 pounds. No, thank you. So Allure, this one, I saw Mark's review, Robes 8, and I bought it. It was not my favorite. I didn't understand this perfume when I got it first. I felt like it's kind of nice in the opening, nice peach, nice citrus, and nice, it's like a classy, citrusy, fruity opening, but then it starts going different direction, okay? It becomes very masculine scent. Similar to this, some people say Chanel, that once a good alternative is Perfume M. That's also classy fragrance, but a lot of cinnamon and stuff, very spicy. And then also some people say Black, F Black. I have it somewhere like this side, cannot show it. So if you know those scent profiles, this cannot get spicy, oriental, okay? And that's about it. Allure, which I find very classy, but it's nice for fall. But the one that I really, really love, and I can say it with absolute certainty that I love it. Wherever I wore it, people said, you smell so classy. This is that lemon cream pie, right? Nothing in this world in citrus category smells better than Allure Edition Blanche. That's my sentiment towards it, okay? I mean, I keep this bottle. I'm not going to let go of this bottle because these are my first few bottles that I bought in my journey. Eau Extreme and this. This one doesn't last like Eau Extreme. Doesn't have that much musk. But man, I gave one bottle to my dad and one I kept for myself. He finished his bottle. I still have about 10 ml here. This is the best Chanel fragrance that you wear for a classy suit occasion, okay, where they're gonna have beautiful dessert, weddings and stuff. These two are the most distinctive, from Chanel house. And if you have Platinum Egoist, that's my favorite also, right? So these are honorable mention because I'm not gonna buy them again, okay? So let's start. We're gonna go a bit different, okay? Some of you may not agree, but let's start. First one is called Paco Rabanne XS, okay? This Buddha, like fat bottle, okay? I think this one, previously I had that other bottle that was in style like this, the thin bottle. I had it, I sold it off, and I regret it now. I cannot find it anywhere. So this stuff, why is it here? This smells like some people say Creed Himalaya, right? Which is a classy fragrance. But I find this one, the XS, not so different than the previous tall bottle. Tall bottle had a little bit more greenery in there, okay? And then it was like, for me, very close to fragrance called Platinum Egoist, just now I mentioned. I find this next best thing to Platinum Egoist. Believe you me, okay? That good, okay? And I love this perfume. Not always, but this one has a very nice, like, you know, back in the days, they had a fragrance from house of maybe YSL, Live Jazz, you know, kind of like herbal, green, fresh, foresty smell. I get it from this. So this makes this fragrance, like for me, a classy fragrance, okay? Paco Rabanne XS, not so expensive. Still can be had for under $60, okay? Great longevity. Next one. Most of these are not that fresh. Next one is this perfume, Varvatos Oud, okay? Varvatos. And this is the most beautiful looking bottle I have seen so far from them. They have another one like a rock or something, I forgot the name. That one had like even nicer bottle, but this, you guys see Oud. Oud is always special. In States, people go like gaga over Oud. In Canada, reviewers go like, it's Oud, it's masterpiece, okay? So not all Ouds like that, but my favorite top 3 or 4 designer Oud, this is one, okay? So I have many more. I have Versace's Oud Noire, I have Boss bottle Oud, great fragrance. But this, something about this perfume in the fall time, I had it once, I sold it off, then this is discontinued now, most of the JVs. But this perfume, as you can tell by the bottle color, it has some, not funk, but it has some great woody, spicy quality to it, and it's kind of sweet, okay? Maybe a saffron or something. Some people say this is similar to Tom Ford Oud Wood and Oud, sorry, YSL M7, okay? Or M7 Oud Absolu. But either way, this is a great smelling fragrance for a distinctive gentleman. I keep this in this list, okay? Try it if you can. Next one, definitely everybody's community sweetheart, Dolce Gabbana The One EDP. Not gonna make this list without this fragrance today, okay? This perfume, it's a hero and a villain at the same time. This line, people love this DNA. And Dolce & Gabbana, DNG, they could never address that and fix their performance issue with this perfume. I'll just be honest with you, you know, I never got like beast more out of these, okay? I mean, the EDT projects more on me, but EDP is the depth. It's like a little bit sticky sweetness, okay, which I like the tobacco, tropical fruit punch, amber, ginger. This fragrance is a manly man fragrance, and every girl I've shown this to, like say my exes or say my friends, or you know, like even dudes, they respect this, okay? So yeah, it's in Bangladesh, it's a very popular scent, Dolce Gabbana The One EDP. Next one, here goes discontinued fragrance. I had the first batch of it, which was the black and then semi, you know, transparent bottle, but this one is what I have right now, which is called YSL M7 Oud Absolu. Someone got this for me from Dubai and she engraved my name. It's all in history now, but yeah, the perfume bottle I never could sell. This perfume, it's not the same as YSL M7, okay? I smelled M7 once, that is a different level perfume, but whatever, the next best thing is this one. It's kind of fruity, okay? I wear this mostly in when winter starts in Bangladesh. We don't have any fall. We get like some cold weather, a little bit better cold weather, then boom, it's gone, right? So I get kind of fruity, like opening a forget totally the notes breakdown and everything, but maybe this is that bit playful than some of the other ouds out there, and it's a very classy fragrance. I would say wear this as a tuxedo if you can find it. I think they have this now in different bottle, okay? YSL M7 Oud Absolu. Then similar bottle, I put them side by side for a purpose. Looks nice aesthetic wise. One of my favorite designer fragrances released recently is called Encre Indigo by Lalique. This bottle, I love everything about it. It has that YSL La Nuit de l'Homme blue electric vibe, but the cap sucks. I hate this cap. But then the heavy bottle, the juice in there. This fragrance is one of the classiest modern day fragrances, I can tell you. A little bit more expensive than almost double the price of usual Laliques, but it's worth every penny. It's that inky vetiver-ish like the classic, but it also has fig, you know, some of the rubbery notes from Bulgari's Black, Midnight in Paris. So if you combine everything, this is Captain Planet, okay? So some people, they say it's wearable with a suit. I can definitely say it. Just check out my reviews, how much I love it. Encre Noire, so used to say Encre Noire. Encre Indigo by Lalique. So that's the first 5. Second lot, I have put my favorites, okay? These 5 I love more than the first or last 5, okay? Let's go my favorite signature scent, Hugo Boss bottled. My list is never complete without this fragrance, you know? What is a perfume without emotions, okay? What I started my journey with, I always remember. Who I loved at first time, you know, I fell in love with, I always remembered them. There's something special about that, you know, there's just no comparison. You can have 1,000 honeys, you know, you can have much better looking, blah, blah, everything. But, you know, you remember, the moment you smell this, it's like my father's signature scent. Well, he's still here, so, but he loved Armani Code. He used to wear Armani Black Coat, you know, the first one. Then Boss bottle, the old Boss bottle, which was beastly. I used to steal sprays from him. This one, for me, it's a gentleman in a bottle, okay? It is the most simple scent, like YSL Homme, some people prefer, but I love that apple pie smell with a woody floral musk feel. Boss bottle, okay? Cinnamon, lovely, lovely. It's just, there's a never bad time to wear Boss bottle, okay? EDT. Then goes a bit powerful fragrance. It's called Acqua Di Gio Parfum, okay? Recently, I was lucky enough to be able to pick up the 125ml version, which is now discontinued, okay? Why is it discontinued? They released a very smart release, okay? They did 100ml with a magnetic cap, which this one didn't have. And they thought people would be so excited, hey, 25ml less for so much more price. I'm sorry, I'm just joking, you know. I had this bottle, I finished it like here, then I sold off the partial because I bought this. This, hands down, if you can find 125ml, do not need to buy Acqua Di Gio Profumo for $250. This is legit the GOAT, okay? And I'm hyping this up. You can still find this at stores, 125ml. They don't know yet the value of this. You get 25ml more, and on me, this stuff lasts all day, okay? It is better deal than Essenza and Profumo together because the price difference. You can find this within $150 for 125ml. Get it, okay? So now, 3 left. I have to bring back a little bit to make more space. Yeah, as usual, I don't have enough space here. Number 3. This is Ralph Lauren Polo Oud. I think Ralph Lauren Oud or Polo Oud, okay? This perfume, check out my review how much I loved it. At first, I felt like it felt like it's a pretentious release because I was in love with their Ralph Lauren's Supreme Oud, Supreme Leather, you know. I had those, I sold those off. Then I got this thinking, you know, it's gonna be the same, but at first it didn't excite me, you know? Like the Supreme Oud was so sweet, fruity. This one is not sweet, fruity. This one starts up a little bit spicy, woody, and then the dry down goes kind of like woody green, okay? Not barbershop, but quite a masculine scent like the Western movies would suggest. This is one of the most hidden gem fragrances out there in designer side. Get it when you can, man. This one, when you grow up, your nose grows, you'll love this, okay? Supreme Polo, sorry, no, what am I saying? Supreme. This is Ralph Lauren Polo Oud. Then, number 2. Number 2 is a classic. It's one of my favorite perfumes easily. Male Le Parfum, okay? This one makes the cut from the Male line. I was actually going to, last night, you know, I was just getting nostalgic. I was looking at a certain site to buy a 200ml of this Male. So many memories, man. This one I love the opening. There's just like nothing better than Male opening. Male, Cool Waters, these are nostalgia in a bottle. But then time progressed, you know, we have traveled a long time, in a long way. Today, if there's a complete fragrance in the modern perfumery right now, the ones being released and available, this is it. I have the Male Elixir Absolu at the back, and then I have the Ultra Male, I have the Male Elixir, all those. I have many other perfumes, you know, I can say even 1 million Privé, great fragrance at that. But this one, pear, vanilla, there is leather, perhaps, and there is perhaps tobacco, whatever is in there. Trust me, it's a masculine scent which lasts a long time, okay? For sure, this is worthy of being number 1 today, but just I have soft corner for one more perfume, which I'm going to end this with. Let me have one more puff. Yeah, done. This is their fragrance alongside the Platinum Egoist, why I decided to do this list. And I'm not rushing today, as you can see, because I want to speak, you know, so you listen. Sorry, I'm not being naughty today, just tired, okay? But this is the perfume, my precious Boucheron Jaipur Homme. I have the EDP somewhere here, 2-3 bottles behind, okay? That is also classy, just like a more creamy version of it, but this is a vintage version, okay? This is my very first batch of Boucheron Jaipur, okay? This is a shape of a temple. I think I saw a review from one of the reviewers and it made me buy it. And at first I thought this is kind of like, you know, not my type of bottle because of the cap is weird, but turned out, if I studied correctly, Boucheron make jewelry, so they have a ring that is like in the shape of the cap. How gorgeous is that? So when you spray this, I have one brother in Sydney, he's from Bangladesh. We used to play he used to play guitar and sing, okay? And he is kind of like well-spoken guy, he doesn't socialize with everybody. For some reason we became good friends, and when I moved to perfume world, like this reviewing world, he moved to Sydney with his family. His name is Shiraz Bhai, not you guys might be thinking like Shiraz as in the wine. No, Shiraz Bhai is from Bangladesh. I think he's a very talented guy. He sings so well. Excuse me. And when he moved there and he saw me started doing reviews on perfumes, loving perfume, he said, brother, if it's possible, try this fragrance somewhere. This is my father's signature scent and I inherited it. And then since then I have always backup of this. I never go out of the, stock or supply of this because I love this so much. Something about the spicy masculine, there's a powdery dry down. I even say pure malt and this kind of are like in the same ballpark on dry down. But the maturity of this perfume, this is like from that era. This is father of all classy fragrances, okay? And back in the days, you could have this for $35-$40. Now it's going up in price. Try this perfume sometimes, okay? I'm hyping nothing for no good reason, okay? These are pure emotions. These are not commercials or anything. These are not hype kings, so it's not gonna be like $300, no. But this fragrance is number one because this is not as hyped as some of the previous ones, okay? So there you go, 10 classy fragrances for distinctive gentlemen. Hopefully you liked it. And some of the underrated ones, this one, I would say the Oud, and then definitely this one, they're very underrated, okay? So thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you'll try some of this, which you didn't. Take care. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye-bye.